We're attempting to hypnotize the interviewers.
You know what's good about it is that way they can't edit you too much, because if they start cutting up your interview, it's going to be like all crazy behind you.
But then again, I don't know if anybody recognizes what this is anyways. There's blood in the water.
And it's in the shape of the Umbrella Corporation logo.
And it's in
Very
London.
nice. Corporate synergy.
And there's a weird, what is this? Like an Egyptian pyramid in the background, right in London, with the Brooklyn Bridge uniform.
Suspiciously like a video game.
And Moscow. On the right. Very confusing.
So this is like Resident Evil All-Stars. That's what I was calling it after I came out. You know, it's just like you get to see everybody that you liked from before.
Everybody's back.
Were you concerned at all coming back? Because on the one hand, it's exciting when you have that big of an ensemble. On the other hand, it's like, am I going to have enough to do? Are they going to? Do I get to?
Luther Wurst is not concerned. No, I was excited. I'm a big fan of all of them, and I was excited to see them, work with them, play with them, and it's like a family reunion, you know. And we prepared 6 weeks ahead of time. We went and did fight camp and learned all the choreography for all the fight scenes. And this movie's epic. It's bigger than the last one. It's got more action, more fight sequences. It's epic in scale. I mean, if you see those sets in Moscow, Japan, Siberia, New York.
And that's how they're making movies these days. If you want to appeal to a lot of these different markets.
That's exactly right.
Movie,
you got an international cast.
Fast Five.
We had not one single American in this.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Milla's Russian. I'm German. Kevin is Canadian. Michelle Rodriguez, actually, she's American from Puerto Rico, and which is quite interesting. Everybody was from Sienna is from England, so is Colin. Oded is from Israel, and Bingbing, help me out. Bingbing. What's her name? She's from China.
So that's what we'll edit. We'll change the little background back there.
Bingbing, dong, 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 dong.
Yeah, no, it's like it's like when they introduced the new X-Men. It was like Nightcrawler from Germany and Wolverine from Canada.
There you go. It's the UN. It's the UN of Resident Evil.
It's a good time. Tell me about this fight camp, because I know a lot of times with action movies, interviewers are like, oh, let's talk about the stunts, but I actually am a big fan of fighting, and it's a big part of my life.
Oh wow.
Tell me about the camp. Krav Maga.
Oh, that's what we did.
Really?
Krav Maga.
There was a lot of Krav gun takeaways I saw.
Yes, we did Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, Taekwondo, karate elements. 6 weeks every day, for 6 to 8 hours.
And where was that at? Was that here in LA?
It was in Toronto.
Oh, in Toronto.
Yeah, and Nick Powell ran it. He's the godfather of fight choreography. He's the man.
Amazing. And was it all of you guys at the same time? Did you get kind of like a boot camp?
Yeah, it was like a boot camp. And we had different instructors, and we did our own stuff, and then we worked it together, worked on the choreography, and just did a lot of fights, like literally, like boxing, and kickboxing, and everything.
And was it just like drills?
A lot of drills, technique to a point, but a lot of drills just to get it, into a muscle memory.
Yeah. Injuries? Did you get injured during the movie?
I kicked a lot, so I had a hyperextended knee. My hip is still not right. I got rib bruises.
That hip will give you that cowboy walk.
That's right. I got hit by squibs in the arm, so I got some gun wounds, some bullet wounds.
Battle hardened.
Yeah, but it's fun. And plus, you can see all these chicks in like tight outfits and high heels doing all this stuff.
Yeah,
so you can't punk out. You got to do it.
That's right. They're walking around in the.
Exactly.
That's true. So this is, there's been a lot of talk about this kind of setting up a new trilogy. Are we going to see you again?
Well, you never know. You can die 3 times and come back.
That's what I'm saying.
So
it's like comic books.
Absolutely, which is great. But Paul set it up as the beginning of a trilogy, sort of to bring the whole thing to a close. I think the Red Queen is a big part of that, and I'm excited. I'm fascinated by this franchise, and I'm excited to be a part of it.